Hello everyone, welcome to another Let's Play of Stardew Valley. My name is Anna Mardal, and this is our 16th Let's Play. It is the 19th of summer, Demetrius' birthday, and since it's a Friday, it's also Traveling Caravan Day. Please tell me there'll be rain. Please tell me there'll be rain. It's not going to tell me there'll be rain. The spirits are very happy today. We have no geodes to bust open. That's alright. Anna, I thought it would be fun to write you a note. I had so much fun with the cows yesterday. I'm starting to understand why you chose the farmer's life. Hope to see you soon, Haley. That is sweet. We are going to pick up these items that I placed here, and we're going to replace them somewhere else. I got to spend an enjoyable amount of time planning my farm out on there are planning sites where you can plan your Stardew Valley farm, which is very important because you really don't want to trial and error where you position your buildings. They cost money to insert and move. So these are going to go here in a nice little tidy row. Alrighty. I'm going to go ahead and grab the hops and I'm going to grab the corn. I wonder if we have 5 gold corn. That would be just lovely. We do have 5 gold corn. Okay. That's going to go in the Junimo bin. Just need to be careful not to sell it by accident. I have actually done that before. You get on autopilot, it's like gold, 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 silver, gold. Oh no, not that gold! Okay. So, we're gonna go visit the traveling caravan and see what she has for us. Wood fence, coconut, cave carrot, chocolate cake, wild horseradish, jelly, tuna, hash browns, juice. Nothing that we can't live without. So that's actually good. Chris was lying in his basket looking at the TV, or the computer screen. And it's just so cute. Yeah. What a cute baby you are. I don't know what that sound was, but I didn't like it. Alright. Hello, Pierre. How are you doing? I need to check the price on something. 4,000 gold. Okay. Not cheap. But then again, when has anything ever? Let's really quickly stick our head in here and give the 5 corn. Okay. So what we need in order to finish that one out is either 5 gold star melons or 5 gold star pumpkins, which are a fall crop. We'll say hi to Maru. Maru, who is standing in our way. You remembered my birthday. Thank you. This is great. If you and Maru become friends, I'm sure she'll show you how to use that telescope out back. And we will give Robin a berry of her own. All right. And that is all we needed to do today. So, we will go water our crops, and then we're going to start working on some little home projects of our own. Oh, we should check her. How are we doing here? We have mushrooms. That reminds me, when I was going through the chests the other day looking for things to sell, I kind of mentally lost track of what I was doing. We aren't just looking for things that I haven't sold before. We're looking for things that I don't want to keep too many of. We're going to keep all these fish that we're getting in the crab pots. We're keeping those for right now. Those will be useful later. Okay, so we got 23 wild horseradish, 10, 5, 4. Leek is, let's just put those in there. Starting to, chest real estate is starting to matter. Okay, we do not need 20 common mushrooms. We don't need 12 spice berries. Ah, here we go. We do not need 40 hot peppers. They are well liked by people, but we, similarly, blueberries we don't need to keep 40 blueberries. We could, there's things we could do with it, but right now, I believe we need the money more. Okay. So we're going to drop off these mushrooms and that produce. Good. Good, good, good. Alright, now let's get some watering done. So, one of the really fun things about Stardew Valley is there is no one right way to build your farm. With previous Harvest Moon games, usually the builder, whoever the builder was, would be building on top of an existing item or plan. So there'd already be a barn on your property and you just have to choose to expand it. Or there'd already be a coop on your property and it'd be your choice to expand it. Stardew Valley doesn't do that. Stardew Valley has, you start out with a completely empty farm and it is up to you what you put in and where it goes. So you don't have to put a barn in. You don't have to put a coop in. You can put 8 barns in. Are we still recording? Oh God, please let us still be recording. My computer just sort of started churning. And we paused mid watering animation. And we're back. I am so sorry about that. Fraps crashed on me in the background, and I didn't register that it happened for until I finished watering my crops. So you didn't miss much, but you did miss me finishing off the last of the crops for a few in-game hours. Oh, that's nice. When you catch a fish, thank the spirit of the fish. Even if you don't believe in the spirit of the fish, it's a good mental exercise. We need to be aware of our effect on the environment. That's very KonMari. Yeah, Fraps, so I make my videos when I can in Fraps. Not everything works with Fraps, or Fraps doesn't work with everything. So in those cases, I have to use Lightcam. But Fraps can capture Stardew Valley, so I use Fraps for that. The one downside of Fraps, I don't know if downside is the right word, is that the videos it records are huge in terms of space. Like, we're talking hundreds of gigabytes. And so I have to then convert them to MP4s to be much more compact, because there's no way I could save my videos if I saved them in the format that Fraps makes them, because I would run out of storage space very, very quickly. So if I don't keep my Fraps folder aggressively cleaned out, it'll just stop mid-video and crash out because it's run out of space to continue recording. So, a little peek into the life of Let's Play mechanics there. So anyway, what I was saying was one of the fun things about Stardew Valley is that you can choose which buildings to put on your farm. With Harvest Moon, there was always shells of buildings, and the carpenter was building off of that. So all the players had the same experience, which is what Nintendo and wanted as a general rule for players. So everyone would have one barn and one coop and one you name it. Stardew Valley gives players more freedom than that. You can have no barn, or you can have one barn, or you can have 2 barns, or you can have 8 barns. And in fact, what I was saying, and I think it got cut off, was a lot of people did, in fact, make 8 barns, because the square foot, the footprint of the barn versus the amount of space you got inside the barn actually made barns a better option if you wanted a place to process lots of processed goods like wine and cheese and stuff like that. And in fact, when the creator realized that, he was nice enough to create a storage shed for people to build instead, which is a little bit more, it's more immersive than having 8 barns without actually putting cows in them. So that was cool. So because you can put buildings wherever you want, there's obviously a lot of planning that goes into your farm. So there's actually a website. It's called Stardew Planner. If you Google it, then it'll pop right up, where you can plan what your farm is going to look like and where you want to put everything, so that you don't mess up and do the wrong thing whenever you're in game. Also, the designer was nice enough to give Robin the ability to move buildings. So if you put something where you didn't want it, you didn't have to completely throw your entire game away. Those are the upsides to, I was talking in the last video about how, back in my day, you didn't have video game patches. You got what you got, which in some ways was good because things didn't get nerfed or patched out, but in other ways you didn't have stuff like, oh, okay guys, I'll add a storage shed for you, or oh, okay guys, I'll add the ability for Robin to move the buildings, which is really awesome. So if you like planning your farm, Stardew Planner is a great website for lots of fun. If you don't like planning your farm and the whole idea gives you hives because, you know, it's just not your idea of a good time, there are preset farms there that people have made, designed, that lots of folks think are pretty, and you could just use one of those. So you can browse, you can shop. It's really cool. You know, go shop for a farm and go, yeah, I think I'll make it look like that. There's some really artistic, cool stuff on there. So I am one of those nerds who likes to plan their farm out, and so I have planned mine down to the T, the very last T. And so as we move forward, I'm going to be filling out spaces in my mind and in this little picture I've made for myself of what I want my farm to look like. So if it seems weird that I'm putting something somewhere, like, why is Anna doing that? That's strange. It might be part of a bigger picture that we haven't gotten to yet. So this is the part where I sing "Trust in Me" like the sinuous snake from the... Oh, what's the name of the movie? I can't think of the name. You guys, what's the name of the movie? Jungle Book. Trust in me. I did not like the live action reboot. But I haven't really cared for any of the live action Disney reboots, so, and I think I'm the only one. Everyone else seems to love them. Level 7 foraging, we have axe proficiency, we can craft wild seeds, and we can create a warp totem to the mountains. And before you get too excited, I seem to recall, ooh, that was a lot of money. See, that's what happens when you go through your chests and dig out all the stuff you've been hoarding. You can get a lot of cash that way. Crafting. Yeah, the warp totem requires a hardwood, an iron bar, and a stone. And the beach requires hardwood, coral, and fiber. So not completely impossible to make, but we've talked in the past about hardwood is actually pretty rare if you're not playing the foraging farm that we're playing. It's going to be sunny tomorrow. Raise your hand if you're surprised. Okay, I have to think now. Yes, I know what we're doing today. Anna, I'm gathering data on the correlation between soil alkalinity and crop fructose levels. Long story short, I need a fresh melon from your farm. If you brought me one, I'd be very grateful. Oh no. Oh crap. I hit escape by accident and... Okay. Apparently that didn't save the quest. I didn't mean to not save the quest. I think the weather is the same, yeah. In some of the Harvest Moon games, you could save scum the weather a little bit. And, except, there we go. It just so happens, Demetrius, that I have some melons. Please let them be 5-star, please. Please let them be 5-star. 5 5-star melons, 5 gold-star melons. Yes! Oh my gosh, yes! I'm sorry, Chris, I didn't mean to startle you. Okay. Okay. That is just amazing and wonderful. We're very happy, yes we are. Okay. Silver melon goes. Gold gold hops goes, silver hops goes, silver tomato goes, regular tomatoes go, and the hops we're holding back. Okay. We're gonna pop back inside real quick. Okay. I'm very excited. You know, that was 9 plus 6, that was 15. That was 15 squares we just harvested. The odds of getting 5 gold off of just basic fertilizer, not super high, I don't think. So I'm very happy. Could not be happier. Alright, let's go turn these in. Quality crops bundle. It's not common for me to finish that in summer. Preserves jar, excellent. Okay. I have wanted one of those, but I didn't want to build one because obviously right now crafting materials are at a premium. Alrighty, what's on Pierre's board? I need a spice berry for, yes, Sebastian, you can have a spice berry. It's so hard to, hey Chip. It's so hard to get gifts for Sebastian for me because I don't go out at night much. Oh, I just remembered I'm supposed to call my grandma. I'm gonna put this rubber band on my wrist so I don't forget. That's how I remember things too. Alright. Open up. There we go. We are going to go to Pierre's shop and we're gonna buy 1 apple seed sapling. That's 4,000 gold. So that's kind of expensive. The traveling saleswoman sometimes sells saplings for cheaper than Pierre does, so that's a good thing to keep an eye on. All right. Oh my gosh, did you just jump up directly on my shoulder? You are a little movie cat. Chip, say hi to everybody. So we should be. Alright, that'll be the edge. This right here is where. That's the middle. Not there. Right there. That is where our apple tree goes off. Shit, oh my gosh. Did you just rip out a fart? That is the most vile smell. Yeah, they're lucky that there's no such thing as smell-o-vision. Yeah. They're lucky there's no such thing as smell-o-vision. One thing you do want to be very careful with is where you plant your trees, because you can chop them down, you can replant them, but you have to buy brand new saplings if you chop them down, and they never get anything cheaper. Saplings take 28 days to grow. And that's why Pierre sells all of them even in the off season, because if we planted apples, which are a fall crop, if we planted apples in fall, then on the first day we wouldn't even get apples that year, because they could take 28 days to grow, and fall is 28 days long. So we're planting ours in summer in advance of wanting to get some harvested apples in the upcoming autumn. We are also going to want to plant a pomegranate tree if we can. And that's going to be tricky because those cost 6,000 gold in Pierre's shop a pop. Okay, let me see here. We need to go back to town to give Demetrius his melon and Sebastian his spiceberry that he asked for. We may as well take a leek for George. What is it, baby doll? Where's he going? Go ahead and give that parsnip to the mayor. Topaz for Clint. Quartz for the wizard and Abigail. Okay, that should just about have us set. Okay. Yes. Yes. Sebastian is down at Sam's house. That's convenient for us. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Where did your brother go? Do you think he's hungry? He eats an awful lot. Yeah, he does. Is it just me, or does Abigail look a little pale? Well, she's a goth girl who stays inside playing video games all day long, so... Yes, but... Oh, hi, Anna. I was just about to have a snack. Here, let me get something for you. Uh-oh. Oh no, what a mess. What was that sound? This is absolutely terrible. What happened? Tell her, Anna. So you can say, Sam dropped the snack, or Sam handed me the snack and I dropped it, so we'll cover for him. Yeah, that's what's happened. Thanks for telling me the truth, Anna. It's not such a big deal. I'm sorry about this, Mom. I'll clean it up. Thanks, honey. So Sam appreciates that we covered for him. And Jody's training kicked in to, oh, well, it's not so bad if it's a guest. But if you said it was Sam who did it, then she'd get frustrated with him. So she's got anxiety. I understand. Okay, Sebastian, I hope we're not having mushroom casserole night. Here is your... Hey, thanks for the help. That's just what I wanted. Alrighty. And I don't have gifts for either of you. I'm sorry. Sebastian loves sashimi, and we'll be making some of that as soon as we get a kitchen. But we just aren't quite there yet. Alright, so where is Demetrius? Demetrius is up by his... Tell you what, let's do a quick zippity-doo-dah of the beach. So my goal is, we've got a few. When we get to 6,000, we want to buy a pomegranate tree, if we can, because if we can get a pomegranate, even just one, before fall ends, then we need that for the Junimo board. Otherwise, we're going to have to wait a whole year for to get one in year 2, or we have to get lucky with the traveling caravan. So our absolute next purchase is a pomegranate tree. Next purchase after that is to upgrade our watering can, and next purchase after that is to upgrade our where's Demetrius? Pickaxe. When we use our pickaxe to... Where is Demetrius? When we use our pickaxe to clear out the rocks on the farm, we can... Is he in the house? Do you think he's in the house? What is it, baby? Can you jump up? We can put a coop in place. Oh dear. Things are crying at me. Okay. Come here, baby. Come on. I know you're tired. It's a little past normal bedtime. I was having so much fun with Stardew that I didn't want to stop. So Crispus is like, is this bed now? Are we sleeping in here? Where is Demetrius? Alright, we just have to find him. He's out here somewhere. Okay, this isn't working. Oh my gosh. That's down by the fountain, the town fountain. I completely misread the map. Once we upgrade our pickaxe and clear the rocks away from the area in the southern part of our farm, this is perfect. It's just what I need for my research. It's gonna be hard not to eat it. Thanks a bunch. Then we can put a coop down there because that's where I want my coop to go. We could put a coop somewhere else, and in fact we could have Robin move it whenever that area becomes available. Because moving does not, thankfully does not cost that much. He doesn't punish you for moving things. So we could do that, but I'm not going to. I want to do it the way I want to do it the first time around. So I'm going to sell. And we ended up not giving any of this stuff to anybody because I didn't run into them. I was too busy not finding Demetrius. Okay. So first we're going to put away the things I don't want to sell. And then we're going to take a long, hard look at what I can sell. Because I really do want to hit that 6,000. I can sell the parsnip, I can sell the sunfish, the smallmouth bass, the shad, not the largemouth bass, or I can sell the halibut, I can sell the chub. Those are all things I'm okay with selling. I can sell those down to oh, that's right. I wanted to. Should have put something in the preserves when we first set it down. Normally I would save the hops in order to make beer with them, because we are eventually going to have some things that can make fermented drinks. However, we won't have the resources to make lots and lots and lots of beer for a while. And until then, it's not doing any good just sitting in my inventory. So, next question is, I'm going to sell my melons because I believe that I will have melons to harvest, so that I'll have melons if anyone needs any. Let's find out if that's 3,000 gold. Level 7 farming. Water can proficiency, hoe proficiency. We learned how to make a loom, and we learned how to make quality retaining soil. Yes! Oh my gosh. We did very well indeed. Okay. New achievement, cowpoke. What is that? Looks like a storm is approaching. Yes! Oh, thank you, gods of Stardew Valley! And we just learned how to make a maki roll. So So what did we just get? Cowpoke. Oh, earn 50,000 gold. That's total. Not in one day. Okay. No. And we just harvested a star fruit. Okay. Another cool thing about the online Stardew planner is you can see the reach of the scarecrows, so you can much better plan where to put them and how effective they'll be at scaring things off. Okay. Drop these off. Now here's the question. Does Pierre sell on Sundays? Because I will be honest with you, I don't actually remember if he does. Carolyn likes... Okay, hold on. Carolyn likes spangles. I believe that's her favorite thing. Pierre likes dandelions, and Abigail likes quartz. It's Sunday, so George will be there. George likes leeks. And Jody likes green beans. If we were really fast, we could potentially go back, water our crops, and crap, I should have done it already. We could go back, water our crops, and then get Clint started on our, yeah, that's what we'll do. But we need to be fast. Because the watering can is only 2,000. So we'll definitely have enough money for that, plus a pomegranate seed, sapling. I need to stop calling them seeds. It is inaccurate. But you guys are okay with me being a little inaccurate sometimes. Just need to remember to pick up the copper on our way out of the topaz. So we'll hit... What's the best way to do it? If we hit Pierre, then hit Clint, then hit the beach for shells, then hit the traveling caravan. That's the best way to do it. Now I do wish I do dearly wish that the beach had yielded a nautilus shell, because that is one of the Juneau items. But we may have to wait until that shows up at the traveling salesperson. Okay. I have brought you a dandelion. That's very kind of you. I like this. And we got a clicks. Reach a 5 heart level with 4 people. Here, I need to buy 1 pomegranate sapling. Ooh, that's expensive. Okay, Caroline, I have brought you. You're giving this to me? I'm speechless. You get a leek. This is my favorite thing, thank you. And you get a quartz. And then Jody, who ought to be coming in about now. There you are. You get a green bean. Yeesh. I don't like green beans. I know. Although I don't know that I've ever had any that were like farmed like these are, as opposed to in a can. That probably makes a difference. Okay, you get a topaz, and then thanks. I'll get this started as soon as I can. Thank you, Clint. All right. Swing by the beach. What a productive day we've had. I got new shoes yesterday. He buys new shoes a lot. Don't tell her I said so. Don't tell who I said what. Probably something about how her sister isn't horrible after all. Elliot, do you like flowers? This is for me. Marvelous. I don't know if I've mentioned this on this Let's Play, but in my game, Elliot is a trans boy. Anna is an NB, non-binary, and Elliot is a trans boy. That's in my game. Other people's games may be different. This is a really nice gift, thank you. Let's give Vincent the clam. Thanks. Alright, now we'll go see. Oh. We've just got gifts for everybody. Now we'll go see the traveling caravan. Today was very productive. Just need to plant this pomegranate tree. Wine. Oh, goodness gracious. How tempted I am. Wine is one of the Junimo items, but we will also soon be able to make it ourselves. So, So I'm not gonna pay $1,200 for that. If it would close out a Junimo item like right now, I might, but it is not going to close out a Junimo item right now. It's for the Enchanter's bundle for the wizard, and among other things, that one still needs a rabbit's foot, which is gonna be hard to get. Okay, so if I planned this right, And I really think I did. 1, 2. This would go there. So it's, yes, 1, 2 from that little green. Okay. I'm leaving little tufts of grass because grass will continue to grow and spread if you give it some room to do so. Which is obviously very nice. It's very nice. So full of spice. Okay. Let's check on our mushrooms. I thought they might be ready. I hear cats in the distance. So I really would like, I'm torn, I really would like to hurry up and upgrade our pickaxe, which will let us clear this area out over here of the stone, and then build a coop. Like, that sounds awesome to me. On the other hand, fall is coming. We have 8 more days and then fall hits, and we are going to want to buy seeds, so we probably shouldn't spend all of our money in summer, but oh, it is tempting, my friends. When you have a coop or a barn or a silo, then when you cut grass, it turns into hay. I don't remember if it does that prior to attaining those buildings, or if it's the Better Hay mod that's letting me collect hay now. But by collecting hay early the way we are, it means that whenever our animals come, we'll be able to feed them right off the bat without any problem. Harvest Moon's always been a little fussy about animals and when you can buy them and how you can feed them. And oh my god. So in the old Harvest Moon games, you in theory could let the animals out to pasture, but if you did, getting them back in was almost impossible. You had to either spend bunches of time carrying them individually back in the case of chickens, or you had to try to shove them back in the case of cows, and it was horrible. It was so hard and so awful that you would never ever do it, because yeah, this was in a lot of the Harvest Moon games. One of the first things I noticed about Stardew Valley that made me realize that the maker had played Harvest Moon before and loved it, but had decided to make a few few modifications, is the cows and the chicken and everything, all the animals go in automatically at bedtime. You don't have to shove them in, get behind their haunches and, so that's wonderful and lovely and good. Okay, so yes, tomorrow is another lightning storm. Excellent. Most towns have a seasonal calendar in front of the general store. Today is not going to count because I won't be able to do it in time for to do a full day. We're getting kind of close to the hour limit. But I wanted to talk about something that we're going to do. We're going to be seeing. There's a thunderstorm going on. Hopefully, the thunderstorm will hit just like that. So this is throbbing because it's processing. Anything that's processing and will take time kind of throbs like that in this game. You see that with the preserves jar kind of bouncing up and down like that. And we're gonna have 2 days of and we have sufficient batwing, refined quartz, and iron bar to make 3 more lightning rods. So we're gonna have 2 full days of storms. So hopefully all 5 of my lightning rods, my 2 already out there and the 3 that we're gonna add, hopefully all 5 of them will process. When they do finish processing, they will yield batteries, and those batteries can be sold. They are sometimes asked for in quests. So that's just another thing to harvest from the farm. They're used in crafting. I don't know that anything specifically requires a battery yet, but it will. They will. So I'm very, very excited that we're going to go out on a couple of thunderstorms. I like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if that was scripted in because it is. They're so necessary. So you do have to eventually get some for some quests that are upcoming. So I am going to go ahead and cut the video here because it's well past our bedtime and the kittens are looking at me like, come on. So we're going to go to bed. I will see you in the next Let's Play. Once again, this has been Stardew Valley. My name is Anna Mardal, and thank you so much for coming along with me. I hope these are as fun for you as they are for me. Bye-bye.